you all very much for coming. I knew that I could count on the weirdest people I know to be here. I did want to mention something very quickly about my dad. He did escape from the hospital to be here tonight. Once before, he was going to go to the hospital overnight. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be. But I was there with him, and he wanted to make it clear that before he went into the hospital, something was very important to him. And he said, "Sammy, I want to make sure that you help me figure out how to get off of Facebook." So, here's what I love about society today. We don't need to fix our problems anymore. We simply need to retitle them. For instance, families aren't broken anymore. They're blended. The kids aren't missing out on time with their divorced parents. They're gaining time with the strangers their parents date. Yeah, we're not fucking kids up. We're bringing more love into their lives. My fiance has 2 children, and occasionally I come in contact with his ex. At first, all I could think about when I would see her is how they used to have sex together. It was painful, and it was a real downer. And I thought about it. In today's times, that's not a bad thing. It's an opportunity to turn it into something positive. Maybe make a new friend. Bond by comparing notes. So I asked her, I said, "So what was sex like for you guys?" Is it true that you look like a flying chipmunk when you're about to climax? I heard that it looks something like this. Until I heard that, I didn't think we'd share anything in common. I am so afraid that I'm going to create a broken family of my own. I've been engaged 3 times, and, what is wrong with all those guys? Huh? Can't figure it out. And for a while, I felt bad about it, but then I thought, hey, that's the best part. The ring, the engagement, the possibilities of a really great future together. And then when it gets real, you can just split. No messy paperwork. There's a reason why everything I own can fit into my car. I'm working on having a cat for every man that I'm no longer with. So right now, it's looking good. I have 2 cats and a dog. They say that we project our feelings onto our pets. So my mom, who always feels all these aches and pains and is hungry all the time, always thinks one of them is feeling sick and tired or wants a snack. I always feel like they want to stretch their legs and get outside and be in the sunshine. So I asked my fiance as an experiment, so how do you think the dog's feeling right now? He said, like it needs more sex. 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 I said, okay already. I did it. So my mom's getting older now, and she lives with my fiance and I. Those little round rubber disky things that they give to old people to help them open jars. Well, ever since my mom moved in, open up those little vials of vodka. Yeah, it's pretty intense. So a friend of mine said, hey, if she moves in with you guys, you're never going to have sex again. So if I think she can hear it, or even sense it, I freeze up. It's like trying to take a cucumber, push it down a tight rubber tube. It's just not going to happen. So I try to think of creative ways to maybe block it out. So like turning up the music a little bit or turning up the volume on the TV. But then that was kind of like the cue that we were doing it. And that made me feel really weird. And then I thought, hey, the washer and dryer, they're right next to her room. Let's do that. And you know, doing laundry at 10 or 11 o'clock every night gets kind of weird. And that becomes the cue that we're doing it. And then having sex started reminding me of doing laundry. And that made me tired. The good old garage, you know what I'm saying? So, let's give it a shot. A couple days later, we get a knock on the door from the lady from the leasing office. She said, I heard that you may have people living in your garage. I said, no, there are two people fucking. She said, oh, I get it. You must be living with your parents.